Test. Oh my god, this took forever to set up. I could not get my Canon camera to come on. So my apologies. Forever to set up. So, no multi-shots this week, guys. I apologize. But I am live. Got my backup webcam going. And we're just going to go right on into it, man. It's Tuesday. It's late. It's 9:14. I think this is probably the latest I've ever done a fantasy football recap, a Dynasty one. But it's Tuesday. It's kind of late. It's time to do that Dynasty fantasy football recap. Let's roll those highlights. I'm already right there. I'm ready. I'm ready to do this show, guys. I had OBS quit on me like 3 times. This camera did not want to work this week. This is usually my main camera that I use all the time, and it just would not work. And then when I finally got it to work, the image was all stretched out. It didn't look good. So next week, watch, everything's gonna work fine, the way it's supposed to. Well, we shall see. I think the main issue I have is that I have to break down my set every week. And so I have to constantly just reconnect and hope everything is going okay. Otherwise, I could just turn everything on and it'd be good to go. But I'm not the only one who uses this computer, so it'd be crazy for me to leave all this stuff up. What's up, Alex in chat? Good to see you. Glad that you are here. Shout out to Alex Jägermeister. Checking him out in the league. Let's I already did that. Let's roll those highlights, right, guys? Let's roll those highlights. Oh, and right away you see me there. You see that I got some graphics going on there. Boom. Do I want to share that? No, but let's take a look at our matchups here this week as I go into the week 12 matchups that just transpired. And what I'm gonna do here is I'm actually gonna make my camera a little bit smaller, so we can see, and maybe we can, that'll be a little better. I feel like these aren't loading up properly. Hope everybody's doing okay out there. As you can see, I get the big win this week. Shocker of the week. I'm going to go ahead and call it right now. 117-98. I take out the first place team, Freddie. Blackberry Delight, 117-98. You see there, Freddie did a late pickup on Teddy Bridgewater, because he didn't have a starting quarterback, so he ended up dropping Matt Ryan, I believe, and picked up Teddy Bridgewater. He did have Stephon Diggs with 20 points, but that was the only highlight. Oh, and you did have Patterson from Atlanta, Cordarrelle Patterson from Atlanta with 27 points, and the only bright spot for Atlanta on that team right now. I say that as a Falcons fan. And you also had 21 points from Nick Folk and the New England kicker, which is pretty awesome. Didn't start a defense. I don't think you were in the position to get a defense, so you didn't start one. You could have started David Carr, and here you left Josh Jacobs on the bench. I would have started him as well, and you would have beat me. You definitely would have got the win there. You also left Moore on the bench there with 14. If you would have put him in maybe one of your flex positions, or you're not going to start him over Evans. I would have done the same thing. I started Evans in plenty of other leagues, so it is just what it is. I also started Godwin. You see there the 2 Tampa Bay wide receivers combined less than 10 points. It's insane. There you go. I had Brandon Ayuk from San Francisco. He's been a nice pickup for me with 12 points. Gaskin, another good output, 19 points. 20 points from Javonte Williams for me there. That was a desperation pickup for me as well. Gesicki there with 4. It's not going to cut it. I had Kelsey on bye, and my Devonta Smith with only 4 my flex. I did have 7 points from my kicker and 23 from the Miami defense, who absolutely went off on the Carolina Panthers. So that definitely helped me get the win. I moved to 6-6 and I believe 4th place. Going to game 2, we got Alex in the house. And actually, let me move my chat on over, Alex. Boom, now I can see you when you write. Alex gets the big one, taking out my co-host of the Go Full podcast. 127-73, big win for Alex. As you can see there, he was projected to lose, and he gets the win. Another upset there. 21 points from Mac Jones. Good pickup there for Alex. 15 from Jarvis Landry. 32 from Joe Mixon. That's a solid 32 points. Matt broke up with Gaskin. They made up, and they're steady again. This is true. I dropped Gaskin, week 3, I believe. And I was ready to say goodbye to him. I think if you go back to the week 3 recap, I'm like, I'm done with Gaskin. And guess what? He's been playing. He finally shows up. And he's been consistent in more than, he's been like 1 game good, 3 games bad, and then 1 game good. He's back to back decent outputs for him. So yeah, man, I'm rolling with Gaskin. I got to do it. Going back to your team, Alex, doing pretty good there. You also have Mark Andrews with 16, Tucker with 13, 2 points from your Los Angeles Rams defense. They got beat by Green Bay in a high-scoring game there. I'm looking over at Jeremy's team. He just bombed it this week. No bright spots except for Ezekiel Elliott with 16, but nobody cracked. Nobody scored higher than 16 points. And you left Burrow on your bench with 17 when you started. Jalen Hurts. So kind of surprising there. 73 points. I think that is the lamer of the week. Time will tell. We shall see. Going into game 3. Let's look at that game 3. And Brian gets the win. 146-109. Defeating draft day losers. That is a shocker too as well. I think that is pretty surprising. 26 points from Aaron Rodgers, 23 points from Higgins, 23 points from Gibson, and 21 from Carlson. Good point outputs there. He also had Hunter Renfrow left on the bench with 21. I don't think you had a place to start him. Oh, but Brian does have Christian McCaffrey. Season is done, so you might as well drop that guy and see if you can pick up his. You do have his backup. You do have Chuba Hubbard here. Say that 3 times fast. So I think the point output's gonna boost up from there. I think you should also drop Wentz. I wouldn't keep Wentz around. You got Aaron Rodgers there. He's gonna be good going forward. I believe. Oh, this is their bye week, so never mind. You're gonna start Wentz this week. I think after this week you're gonna drop Wentz though. So start Wentz this week and then drop him going into next week. Free up some positions there, dude. If we look at the standings, you're gonna be shocked. It's gonna be insane looking at these standings. So 146-109. Brian gets the win. Good job, Brian. Game 4, hi guy. Luis gets the big win in the closest game of the week, I believe, of 107-100. Barely getting the win this week. Looking at your outputs here, you had Dylan here with 20, kind of your only bright spot here. Henderson with 17, and Chris just did not get good point outputs from any players on his team. Dalvin Cook, who is pretty much done, I think, for the fantasy football season. I think they're projected for him to come back a week. Just to be gone for 2 weeks, but his injury sounds kind of more serious than I would think. So he's gonna miss weeks 13 and 14, and then we got 15, 16, 17, which are the playoffs. So if you're in a good spot, Chris, maybe you're gonna be okay. Time will tell. And I believe he's on the do not drop list. So just because he's not placed on IR right now, so he probably won't play, but he won't be placed on IR. Just because they would definitely have to sit him out 3 games, and that would suck going into the playoffs. So Leeds gets the win 107-100. And in our last final game of the week, Stairway to Evans puts the beat down on Bravo's football 157-98. Joe on fire. I believe this is his 8th win in a row. And look at here. Just really his players, all except for Fournette. I mean, good outputs, not extraordinary. But then you look Fournette here with 44, just absolutely going off. Good output there. Bravo didn't start a kicker. Does he even have a kicker on his bench? He had a kicker on bye. If you're not going to play him, I mean, you're probably okay sitting him on bye. I believe Bravo's in 3rd place, so he's probably content with the L on this. Let's check out the standings because that was the last game. Good job, Joe, on that. And as you can see, I believe there is a lot of movement here. Joe moves to 1st place on the win streak of 8 wins in a row. With the loss, Freddie drops to 9-3 into 2nd place. Bravo moves up to 8-4, is in 3rd place at 8-4. You see me there in 4th place, 6-6. Also Chris there, also 6-6. Joe might have the best running back tandem in the league. Luis there at 7th. 8th place is you, Alex, 4-8. 9th place, 4-8. 10th place, 4-8. So as you see there, guys, anything can happen in the next couple of weeks because as you could see, only the first 3 positions are locked. You can't see it because my picture is blocking it. I'm going to move me down here to the bottom so you can see that better. As you can see in the top left there, guys, Joe, Freddie, and Bravo have locked those positions, locked their playoff spots. Everything else is up for grabs, and I think it's going to come down to the wire this year, which is pretty insane. Alex saying that Joe has the best running back tandem in the league. I think he has hands down the best team in the league. He's got Fournette. He's got Taylor. That is a good 1-2 punch. And Kyle Pitts is coming back from injury. Good tight end pickup there. You have Eli Mitchell here, not too great in your flex, but you got Devontae Adams, and when he's going to be healthy, or when he is back in, he has got a bye this week. You can put him in that flex position there. You got Waddle. Oh man, Joe, your team is stacked. Team is absolutely stacked. You got New England defense and the Arizona defense, and Suckup as your kicker. You picked up Suckup after I dropped him. Very interesting. So yeah, man, Joe. I think Joe's my favorite to win the league this year. Freddie was doing pretty good. But he's got Swift as a running back, Mark Ingram as his running back, and Waller taking some hits there. I think if he starts Jacobs, you got Aaron Jones. I'm not sold on Kareem Hunt this year, guys. I don't think a lot of people are, but in your swap out, you're also hurting in your quarterback position there. And since I'm looking at the winning team so far, we'll take a look at Bravo's team and see. I believe Bravo was first for so long, and now he's dropped down to third. He's still got Allen. I like a lot. The Buffalo running backs, not all that great. Cooper Kupp, you're going to be starting him, of course. You got the Buffalo tight end. You're showing a lot of love to your Buffalo team. You might be showing a little bit too much love, but I think you're doing okay, Bravo. I am projecting Bravo to move back up to second place in the next couple of weeks. Freddie probably dropped down to third or fourth. I would like to be in the third position, but I don't see it happening. So I'll probably be like fourth, anywhere from 4 to 6 is I think how I'm finishing, 4 to 6 or 7th. And Alex, I think you're gonna make the playoffs, Alex. You're doing a good run. You're winning more than you're losing in the last couple of weeks, so you're doing pretty well for yourself. Enough scores and highlights, right? Let's hand out some week. New segment: when will Bravo win again? How many has Bravo lost? He's lost 1. He won last week. He won the week before, so we've seen a fall from grace for Bravo. He did win 7 in a row, then he lost 3 in a row, lost 3 in a row, won 1, and then he lost again this week. So new segment. I think Bravo's just hurting. His team is hurting, and that's what happens in fantasy football. Sometimes you get off. I prefer the late season run instead of topping out early at the beginning of the season. But sometimes that works out. I have yet to win a championship in this league. I think me, Luis, Brian, obviously Jeremy. Brian's sophomore. We're like the winless championship-less teams here. All you guys have won some. Alex, you've won. Joe, Freddie, Bravo, and Johnny, multi champions, I believe. So it'd be nice to win. Maybe still might be my year. You never know. Enough scores and highlights, right? Let's hand out some Week 12 awards. Green Elite of the Week. It's going to go to the team who scored the least amount of points this week, and that team is Jeremy's Edge and Christian McCaffrey. Sucker, Jeremy, you scored 73 points. Not good enough. Shocker of the week is going to be me. I take out the first place team. Blackberries Delight, 117 to 98. And player of the week, I believe, once again, is going to go to Joe for topping out. You were so close, Alex. You had 100, or Brian. Sorry, didn't mean to get hopes of Alex. Brian had 146 points, which I believe is his highest point output total this year. But Joe with 157 points. Pretty awesome, Joe. So another player of the week goes to Joe. Congratulations. Let's take a look at our Pick'ems League. Because, man, we had some changes in that one. Going to the Pick'ems League. Week 13, I already made my picks. Don't copy my picks, guys. Gee whiz, don't do it. Look, oh my god, we finally got some separation here between me and Johnny, who were neck and neck for the entire season. 121 is my total amount of points that I have. Johnny right there with 116. Ain't nothing but a pick and ding at 109. Alex in 4th place at 106, and Joe with 105. Let's see what the difference was this week, man. It's week 13. I love this feature right here because it shows who we all picked, and then of course We all picked Dallas to win, and they lost, which is kind of, I think, the only. We all picked Dallas to win, they lost, but we all picked Buffalo to win. Oh, we also picked Cincinnati. So Buffalo and Cincinnati, 100% picks correct in the league, and those were like the only unanimous picks that we think we all did, except for we also had the Los Angeles Chargers, who we all picked to win, and they lost. A couple other games were all over the board. The Philadelphia Eagles also, we all picked them to win. They also lost. Johnny just only got 6 points this week compared to my 10. I did pretty good this week. I should go to Vegas. How many games did I get incorrect? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 wrong. Okay. There was a lot of games this week. Wow. So, yeah. Okay, cool. Before I wrap this up, we'll take a look at this week's matchups. Boom. Week 13, our current week. Taking on Johnny's drafted losers. Maybe he can get back on track. Maybe I can continue the streak and keep on winning. Then we got Freddie taking on Alex, who's in chat right now. So shout out to Alex. Hopefully you get the win this week. We'll take a look at if you're in chat when I'm doing the show, we'll take a look at your teams and see. I'll give you some advice and see if that'll help. It helped with Jeremy. I'm just gonna throw that out there. We got Luis taking on Bravo, Brian taking on Chris, and Jeremy taking on Joe. Ooh, sorry, Jeremy, you're gonna get destroyed this week again. Let's see if we can help Alex win this game here. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna move me up here so you guys can look. Jägermeister Express. All right, let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do for Alex, who's got Mac Jones. You're gonna be starting Patrick Mahomes, man. I think you're gonna swap him out. Jarvis Landry doesn't have a game. You're gonna start Lamb, of course. Lamb projected with 18. So right away you're gonna see 18 plus 25 is 43. So 43 compared to 15, you're going to see a 38-point difference there. Freddie is hurting. Freddie is hurting a lot, and he's going to start that Chicago defense. Maybe that's only a 5-point add-on. No Aaron Jones. We'll start Josh Jacobs in one of those running back positions. So you see another 13 points for him there. So you're looking at 105, 110 points projected. Kareem Hunt not playing. I don't know. I don't think you're gonna. I think you would start Carr, but that's only a 1-point difference. Lamb is back. Yep, finally, concussion protocol is done. Put Lamb in that starting lineup. Prescott's gonna throw to him. And Boyd. I think I would put Boyd in place of Judy. Take out Judy and start Boyd. Start Lamb. Start Mahomes, of course. And you got Pollard too. Dang. That flex position is going to be hard for you, Alex, deciding who you want to go for and who you want to put in there. You know, I mean, you're good. You got a good set team. And you got Hopkins. Oh, my God. I didn't even see him down there at the bottom. Hopkins, you got just rostered there, who only had 8 points in his last game played. If Hopkins can come back and is healthy, he's projected at 0 right now. But, well, you see 14 there. Alex, you got a good team, dude. I think you're going to turn it around, Alex. You're going to get the win this week. Put it on the board. Alex is getting the win. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Guys, I am still doing Extra Life. I actually just got a donation today. So if you want to continue and if you want to help out with Extra Life, please check out the links. I will put one on the show. I will put one on Facebook. I'll put one on our Snapchat. Please donate any money that you can to either me or Jeremy. Preferably me because I'm doing the show. But I'm still raising money. It's going to go until January, and I'm still going to be helping out with that. So set those teams, pick those picks, guys, and I'll see you guys right here next week. Did I forget anything? I don't think I did. See you out next. I'll see you guys right here next week.